Turning to this past week, Florida lawmakers passed a bill to address home insurance. Governor Ron DeSantis signing into law just days later. Republicans say it'll avert a collapse of the market, but as Forrest Saunders tells us, Democrats call it little more than an insurance bailout.
With Florida premiums 3 times the national average, insurers going insolvent, and the next big storm threatening economic catastrophe, Republicans Wednesday said help is on the way after passing their package
84 yeas, 33 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Show the bill passes.
Of big changes.
And the biggest, meatiest, beefiest property insurance reform legislation that this state has ever seen.
The GOP majority says the legislation will stabilize things, bring in more competition, and eventually lower prices, though no one's sure when.
We think that in the long term, premiums will go down. In the long term. In the short term, realistically, probably not.
The plan attacks 2 of insurers' biggest concerns: a glut of litigation by reducing incentives to sue and lowering the cost of reinsurance with $1 billion tax dollars. The state-backed carrier of last resort, Citizens, also getting new qualifications to push more policyholders onto private plans.
We're in a very, very bad spot. So the win today is the hope that we can continue to have insurance.
While insurers have told us everyone will benefit,
if the costs go down, I have to pass those cost reductions on to my customers.
John Stetton is leery.
It's extremely discouraging.
The Cape Coral homeowner struggling to get what he thinks he's owed from his insurer after Hurricane Ian. He fears his access to courts is about to be cut.
It's not really a political or a partisan issue. It's just a right and wrong issue.
Democrats in the House have the same worry and doubt any Floridian will see rate reductions.
What we saw today is a continuation of erosion of consumer coverages.
They tried to amend the bill Wednesday with premium caps and more. None were adopted.
Florida has the largest budget surplus in its history, and rather than directly help homeowners, we provided a bailout to the industry.
At the Capitol, Forrest Saunders, WPTV News Channel 5.
WPTV political analyst Brian Crowley joins me now for our roundtable discussion. So overall, the reaction to this, the bill.
Well, I think the key word is the word that the leaders in the House and the Senate used over and over again: hope. You know, they passed all this legislation under the idea that they hope it will fix the problem. Meanwhile, they've created a situation where insurance premiums are going to continue to go up for homeowners. If you have a Citizens policy, the state-run insurance, you are now going to be required to have flood insurance. So that will be an increase in your expenses. And again, they keep using the word hope over and over again. They hope more insurers will come in to the state because that's what they need. And if we get more insurers, they're hoping that the result a year, 2 years from now will be competition that will lower premiums. A lot of hope.
There was talk in that story about short-term versus long-term, that in the short term, things may stay the same, but in the long term, they do hope to see change. What do you think they mean by short-term versus long-term? For people who are dealing with this insurance issue, potentially maybe they want direct in the next year. Is it going to get better in the next 5 years? What do you think?
Well, I don't think insurance companies are necessarily known for lowering their premiums for people. What they hope is that more insurance companies will come into the state because they think it's more competitive. They think that by eliminating various things that, lawsuits and other things that hurt insurance companies, they think by eliminating a lot of that, that more insurance companies will want to come into the state. We'll see. This is really, like they keep saying, hope, but not a lot of facts to back it up yet because they really don't know what the result will be.
Is there anything more that can be done, you think, to help homeowners in the interim?
Well, I think the biggest flaw in this legislation that they rushed through in a couple of days, there were very little in the way of public hearings. It is so much impact on homeowners all across the state that it would have been helpful had they had committee hearings around the state, had they brought in more small business owners, more homeowners, people who are going through it right now in Southwest Florida, people who a few years ago in Mexico Beach and the Panhandle who got hit by a Cat 5 storm and are still trying to recover from it. I think it would have been helpful to have a lot more of those folks to come in instead of coming into the legislative session and pretty much having their minds made up and rushing through the legislation. I don't think a lot of in-depth research was done that actually involved homeowners and business owners.
Sticking to the same topic here, there was a day after the bills were passed that Florida's insurance commissioner resigned. This is David Altmaier's last day later this month. So on this topic, Lori Berman, a state senator for Southern Palm Beach County, asked about the pending resignation, right, during the debate about the insurance bill. She did address concerns about him leaving during really a critical time. What's your take on all of this, the timing of the resignation?
I actually don't see too much into it. It is not unusual at the end of somebody's first term, the Governor DeSantis' term coming to an end, and the second term starts in January, for people to leave the administration and go on and do other things. Several other people have announced their resignations as well. So I'm not surprised. I haven't seen anything that suggests anything insidious is going on. And if there is, well, I'm sure it'll come up. But overall, I'm not surprised. I think it's just a matter of administration changes.
Just standard.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So another big topic this week, Governor DeSantis announced that he wants an investigation into the COVID-19 vaccines. Listen in to what he had to say.
I'm announcing a petition with the Supreme Court of Florida to impanel a statewide grand jury to investigate any and all wrongdoing in Florida with respect to COVID-19 vaccines. I think people want the truth, and I think people want accountability. So you need to have a thorough investigation into what's happened with these shots. We also need ways to get more data so that we can better evaluate what actually happened. And the fact of the matter is we lack comprehensive patient-level data from the pharmaceutical industry.
What's your reaction to this announcement?
Well, I'm trying not to laugh. There were few governors that were as aggressive about pushing out the vaccines, about fighting COVID, as Governor DeSantis was in the early months and the first year of the COVID crisis. He's the one that cut a deal with Publix so that vaccines would be available all over the state. He pushed for getting masks out there. He was very active in trying to fight COVID. You know, this is sort of a trend that he's had. He's created his own private military force. He's created an elections police department that I'm not sure what they're doing for the next year and a half between elections. He likes to do this kind of thing. I think it's a political move aimed towards, you know, ginning up the hardcore Republicans who he hopes will help him get the nomination for president when he announces he's running.
Do you think we'll see more talk surrounding this, you know, as an appeal?
Yeah, I think that look, everybody's frustrated with COVID. Everybody wants to be done. Nobody wants to wear a mask anymore. They're tired of the boosters. We're exhausted by it. We're all exhausted by it. And anybody that hints that we should, you know, keep going with this kind of stuff, you know, people are pushing back. But and I think that, you know, the governor sees this as a political opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it.
All right, we have one more topic to get to, right? So locally, the race for the mayor of West Palm Beach is now headed to court. Current Mayor Keith James suing his opponent, Rodney Mayo, claiming that Mayo doesn't live in the city as required and should be disqualified. The election is this coming March. So what's your take on this?
Well, it's interesting, and I did a little quick research on it. Rodney Mayo says he lives in West Palm Beach, has lived in West Palm Beach for decades. He has an apartment above one of the restaurants that he operates, but he also has this home near Lantana and Lake Worth. So I went on the property appraiser site, and when you look at it, for the last 9 years, he has not claimed a homestead exemption. Homeowners usually have a homestead exemption, which can be $50,000 or more to reduce their taxes, and a homestead exemption identifies your primary residence. So it's, you know, there's a lawsuit involved. I'm not a judge, but I do find it interesting that for the last 9 years, he has not declared that as his primary residence for tax purposes.
And you're talking about the
home he has in Lake Worth,
okay.
Lantana area. He's actually outside the city limits. So it's interesting. I think had he had a homestead exemption all the way through 2021 and then suddenly didn't have one, declare one, that might be a little more suspect. But this has been going on since 2014. So we'll see what the court says about this. But I would say on the surface, he looks okay for Rodney Mayo.
All right, we'll be following that story closely, and we'll be back with much more in just a moment.